Harris. I am from the greater Baltimore area. I build a lot of different things. I am primarily a system builder, but I like to basically take any pop culture genre, whatever that I like, and then translate it to Lego. I, like many people, love Breath of the Wild, so I've decided to do a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I did the Hateno Ancient Tech Lab. And it was a really challenging build, obviously, because of all of the texture. I'm not a castle builder, so it's hard to get texture and know what you want to do. I messed around with a lot of options, and this is what I came up with. A lot of what I build is based on the parts I have on hand, so I make adjustments. Some of the challenges are obviously the unique shape. There's a bit of a bend to the roof, so that's got a couple layers of plates on it just to help achieve that effect. And then the silo is going to be another challenge, but it's not the most strong, but it's executed fairly well. You can kind of see there's a core in there, goes all the way up, and that helps it hold the house on top. You also have the telescope. It's another challenge. When you're thinking about a Zelda MOC, Guardians are a strange dark gray color. They're a little bit warmish, but anyone who builds Lego knows the challenge is how much do you want to sacrifice in terms of picking the color that best matches it versus parts availability, right? We've all had to struggle with that. Right. Not every color has every part option. So I went with black for all the Guardian items. So you've got the furnace in the front, and then you've got your Guardian on the top, along with the telescope. And they don't make a Link, so I went with an old school Forestman, very classic Link outfit, tried to replicate it as best I could.
So you did a lot of improvisions, to build your way around.
Yeah, I'm in the moment, I don't plan ahead. I do what I can, but I just had the Nintendo Switch next to me and I would just pick it up, look at the lab again, put the Switch down, do a bit of building, pick it up, see proportions, a little bit of trial and error, but worked out in the end. The stairs are incredibly weak. That was kind of a big challenge to get them to have that floating stair effect. But those kind of 1x5 Technic plates were just a huge lifesaver.
Now, do you gravitate towards some of the video gaming type of builds, or like you say, what are your most favorite types of builds that you do?
I mean, I think recently I've been gravitating towards this. I did another Zelda MOC last year, but it wasn't quite as recognizable. It was one of the Bolson Construction Company homes that they have, and it's hard for something like Breath of the Wild because it's such a vast world they created, and I think that I do like to do pop culture items that I'm passionate about, because anytime you are very invested and interested in it, you're going to be able to push through any sort of builder's block that you have. I do like some video games, but I wouldn't say that I'm a gamer. I have a couple games that I like, and I play them a lot. So I've done a Sonic build, a classic Mario build, things like that. I don't really do a lot of hand-to-hand combat, first-person shooter games. They've just never been for me.
Gotcha.
And I love that about Breath of the Wild, is that you can solve basically any of the challenges in multiple ways. You don't have to fight people. You can sneak around, or you can solve the challenges in a lot of different things, and I really like that. But then I do books I like: fantasy, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. So yeah.
What's your next biggest build you're gonna do?
I don't know. I have so I always think about random ideas and then I forget them, like most builders. So this year I've decided I'm going to be good at least writing down my builds. So I have a sticky note near me and I'll just quick write down a build if I have an idea, and I'll stick it up on the board. That way when you have inspiration, you've got a bunch of little ideas you can do. I would like to build Hogsmeade Village because a bunch of people have asked about that after Diagon Alley. And then there's a couple other things that I think might be cute. I really want to do maybe Madeline's house from the old books. The old children's book Madeline. I thought that would be a really cute little build. But I have to find a way to get the figs because there's like the very specific yellow hats that they wear, and that would be a challenge. So I got ideas. It's going to depend on what parts I find randomly and what strikes me at the time.
Well, Kat, thanks for sharing. I appreciate your
Yeah.
build, and I hope I catch you at the next one.
Oh yeah, I'll see you soon.
All right.
Thank
See
you.
ya. Thank you.
My name is Daniel Zimmerman, and this is Ninjago City. It took me 2 years, or roughly 2 years, to complete this. I've used some of the official sets in this building. But most of it, 75% of this, is all my own creation. So you may or may not recognize the city set and the city docks over there. We have the Palace Cinema module over there. We've got the monastery set over there. It's actually 2 of the sets combined into the original. The Temple of Air Jitsu over here.
Okay.
And then any of the boats that you see throughout the layout are also sets.
All right.
Yeah, all the landscaping, most of the other buildings, all the other buildings are me.
Okay.
We got interior stuff in there too. Some I haven't been able to complete yet.
Okay.
I'm trying to finish this build so quickly for BrickFair Virginia. Make sure I had it all presentable form so I have. You don't want to worry about the inside of the building. To transport this, I'm sure people are wondering, this is a 9 base plate by 7.5 base plate. It comes apart in sections.
Okay.
I got Duplo on the inside to help it make it stronger and quicker to build, easier to take apart and all that.
Right.
That's what the inside look like there.
Okay.
Pretty gnarly. And sometimes I'll connect it with Technic pins, but for the show I just have it by itself.
Okay. So when you're designing it, especially that centerpiece right there, what did you reference to design it? Did you reference anything, or did you? I mean, how did you come up with the vision?
So the idea for this whole with the tan and the dark green and gray building, the blue and the gray, and everything on top of that whole building. At BrickCon last year or the beginning of this year, at BrickCon in Seattle, the Brothers Brick website had a collaborative to make a Ninjago City layout with lots of, like, everyone would bring a section and do that. And in a video I saw that collaborative, someone had made a quarter circle corner building for the city. So I thought, oh, that's really cool. I really like how that looks. I thought, why not make that bigger, expand upon it, make it a half circle. And I ended up with the whole base of that look is my idea for the half circle. And the rest, I know what I want to do for this. I knew what I wanted to do for the city when I was planning it. And the actual sets for the city. Lego officially released. They said the bottom level is supposed to be in the old style of architecture, the old city that was originally there, and then they kept building on top of it. So you have the modern era in the middle, and you have the futuristic era on the top. So that's kind of, I tried to start to follow that.
Okay.
So I have the modern area in the middle with the gray and the blue and the dark gray. On top is a bunch of high-rise kind of apartment buildings with plants and antennas on the top and funky looking roofs.
Okay. With this whole city layout that you have, is there any room for expansion? Are you planning on expanding any bigger?
Well, I think I'm pretty satisfied with how the way it is right now. There's always room for more. The road's kind of just cut off. I could add on some more if I really wanted to. I really don't have the space to do it. The table I have in my basement, so it fits this exactly. The only reason why I have that giant black area over there is for what BrickFair provided me with. So I could expand on more if I wanted to, but I really like it the way it is. I do plan on going back and finishing up the buildings that need the interior work. I'm going to add some rocks, maybe a lighthouse into the water here. And then some of the buildings I wasn't too satisfied with how they came out, but I want to go back and definitely make it to where I'm satisfied. But yeah, there's always room for more, and maybe one day if I get more cables and have the room to expand upon and parts to expand upon, I definitely will. I really would like to do that. So over here you can see another view of the 2 city sets, the city and the dock. The end over there is that half base plate section that I had made for a build challenge for the music group to make some.
Okay.
Over here with the giant tree is a marketplace area. We have the Palace Cinema set over there. The building behind it, we have a training dojo, monorail station, and a blacksmith shop. Over here, you have a can building over here on this side. Next to the bridge is going to be the city getting to a modern era of buildings and skyscrapers, that kind of transitions into the city center. You have a tea repair shop, with the white teapot in the front is a tea shop. And then buildings like that, on the bottom of it, got a bookstore and a motorcycle repair shop where you see the motorcycles. The bridge over there that connects the two sections. I call this area with all the modular style buildings as the downtown area. And the other side is where I kind of transition into the style of the sets that we have.
Good deal, man. Thanks for sharing. I appreciate it, man.
You're welcome. So yeah, thank you for checking me out. And
Come on, tell me about your castle, man. Put that sandwich down, man.
So this capsule took me 2.5 months to build. It's got over 40,000 parts, and it's 41 inches by 72 inches, which is 4 by 7, 32 by 32 basements.
All right.
So I have the main castle bit here with 3 different layers. We have the bottom floor, which is the barracks and the armory. And then we move up to the second floor, which is the castle, or sorry, the church here. It's got a nice stained glass window up front. The third layer is the walls and the main keep here, which is the throne room and some extra meeting areas and the tippy top of the block, pretty much. So let's see, make your way over the little bridge, the drawbridge, which was the oversight to begin with of building this block, but I didn't include that in there because of the separation of the 2 base plates in between. And then we have a bunch of sig figs rushing into the castle here, so you can see all the different sig figs here. And then right here we have a abandoned island to the rear.
Okay.
That's just a little inclusion to kind of have a scout tower out there.
Okay.
And then we have a major village action here with the battle for the village. All the Lion Knights are trying to defend the villagers as they escape into the castle. So they're being attacked by the Dragon Knights, the Green Dragon Knights. You can kind of see all their destruction that they've kind of done on the way in the front of the little village here.
Good deal, man. Good deal. Yeah, casualties of war, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we have the blacksmith down here. You kind of see the smoke of that. The bakery here.
Okay.
And then the library. And then this is supposed to be the pub.
Okay.
And then the marketplace. And then this is also the inn. It's a big old building, one of the largest ones in the village here.
Okay.
And then the storage room over to its rear. And then the stable is just behind. And then obviously to the left is the farm.
So what made you want to do the castle build this year?
I've had some of these castle figures for a very long time, so I decided let me finally use them and build a castle out of them. And I've always loved castle. It's my favorite theme out of all the other themes, and it's the most enjoyable in a way to kind of just create somewhat historical battles in a way, because it can so many castle stuff out there that you can kind of create. But this is just based off of my own idea that I wanted to kind of implement for a first-time design to bring to Virginia. Next time I have something completely different, and it'll hopefully be historical in a way.
Okay, good deal, man. Great start, man. Looks great, my man.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing, man.
No problem.